Namaskar, a very good evening to all of you. His Excellency Shri P. Kumaranji, Ritu Ma'am, presidents of all the four EPICS bodies, community leaders, and my dear friends, especially those who have joined us online. And let me tell you, almost close to 450 people have already joined us online to say goodbye, to say best of their wishes to His Excellency and Ritu Ma'am. On behalf of ICC, ICBF, IBPC, and ISC, I welcome all of you to the online community farewell for His Excellency P. Kumaranji and Ritu Ma'am.
Your Excellency Mr. Kumaran, Mrs. Ritu Kumaranji, dear all, today we are on the virtual screen to bid farewell to our beloved ambassador Mr. P. Kumaran. See the fun of a day where we have to be on the TV and we are missing the physical touch. And definitely that physical touch is a human touch, and that will be missing. And we can only see each other as a photo, but not physically. That is very unfortunate thing. I think in the last century, this is the first time COVID-19 has created a very peculiar situation. Mr. Kumaran, when he came and we had a farewell welcome reception for him at Marriott, that time I have seen, because he all the time smiles. So there also I started with, जब भी देखो वो मुस्कुराते हैं, न जाने इतनी खुशियां कहां से लाते हैं. All the time is smiling, but God knows from where he brings this happiness. So Mr. Kumaran, a smiling person, is a career diplomat, a good-hearted towards the community, a fine gentleman. He was here for 4 years instead of 3 because his son was in 12th standard, where he has to complete and they go for graduation. I was fortunate that in Qatar, I am there in the social field for past 42 years. In 42 years, I have served all the APEC bodies, but I was utilized by the ambassador as a troubleshooter. For example, I will tell you in 1997, ICC has almost collapsed. That time R.L. Narayan was there. And that time, I don't know why he picked me up and says, you take over the ICC and I know you can survive it. And Alhamdulillah, we have survived that time within 2 months' time. So that was the time the thing goes on. When Mr. Kumaran came, he says there are a lot of reforms are required in the community, in the organization. So he appointed one review committee. Unfortunately, I was made the chairman of that review committee. We have drafted uniform constitution, and so many reforms have been created. And such type of reforms in the ongoing world where the technology is also going ahead, our necessities or requirements are changing all the time, the developments are required. Then it happened in October 2019 when our Desab has left Indian Sports Center. And unfortunately, that time Indian Sports Center was not in a good shape because it was 90,000 debt in the market we were supposed to pay. And 5 to 6 months, with the grace of God and the help of the community, we have surpassed everything. And today we have created a 300,000 reserve fund. And sir, we have paid all the dues over there. And for everybody's information, we are sitting at IICC, Indian Integrated Community Center, where Indian Sports Center is shortly going to create an indoor sports hall where multiple indoor sports will be available for everybody. Now Mr. Kumaran is leaving for Singapore. So we all wish him all the best, good, healthy, wealthy life for he and his family, or Mrs. Ritu Kumaranji also. And I would like to tell him that we meet to create memories and we depart to preserve them. He is leaving us, but definitely will remember him all the time. Again, I will conclude with 2 lines of the poetry. दोहा कतर में जब भी कोई महफिल सजाई जाएगी, दोहा कतर में जब भी कोई महफिल सजाई जाएगी, आपके शहदाइयों को आपकी याद आएगी. Whenever there will be function in Doha, all your admirers will remember you. Thank you one and all. Jai Hind and Jai Qatar.
Good evening, Your Excellency Mr. P. Kumaran and Mrs. Ritu Kumaran, respected dignitaries, dear community leaders and friends. Good evening. There was many plans in mind to bid farewell to our beloved ambassador and Mrs. Ambassador, but all was washed out by COVID-19. The Indian Community Benevolent Forum wished to express our happiness on His Excellency's forthcoming diplomatic assignment at Singapore. Though to say goodbye to our patron dwindles our spirit, the indefinite recollection of your wise, genuine, purposeful, and prompt decision, actions, guidance, and motivation in the right direction brings a beam of happiness on our face and our hearts. Excellence is a term that is undebatable. Your Excellency have secured through every measure and gesture successfully fulfilled during your term as the people's own ambassador. ICBF has enormously flourished under the umbrella of your patronage. Most swift and effective initiatives, such as the generous open houses chaired by you, has shed light on several concerns that our brothers and sisters has been facing and extending a light to the life of many. Otherwise, sluggish process like the workmen compensation, workers fund, tickets for repatriation, legal and government actions as caught speed steadily in your jurisdiction, making lives of people better. Your presence and support at each medical camp by ICBF and direct assurance of support to the vulnerable segments of the community, including the fishermen and low-paid workers, has become a beacon of hope to several. Your extension of blessing to our long-term buds of a long existent dream for an integrated Indian community center doomed. ICBF offices in the embassy premises under your shade and shelter, typing pool, photocopy center, and the ICBF refreshment center, each so light by your grace. Your direction to the Qatar India Culture Year 2019, so embellishment of maturing culture as well as understanding between two nations. Your encouraging addresses at all events, Indian or otherwise, and generous appreciation of ICBF humble efforts has added horsepower to our wagon and leverage to our smooth function. Even in the harshest moments, globally disturbing, you have in person stood with Indian community and ICBF for our noble ventures. Sir, ICBF can undoubtedly and proudly claim that we have seen our golden era under your aegis. And your aura will keep giving us mobility and mileage even in your absence. And we, ICBF, will remain lastingly indebted to you for everything. Qatar is going to miss the people ambassador. On this juncture, I wish Your Excellency all the very best and yet another successful mission to be accomplished in Singapore for our great India. This speech is incomplete without mentioning about Mrs. Ritu Kumaran. Hamad Medical Corporation Rehabilitation Center would always remember your services thankfully. Your contributions to the cancer patients is not only commendable, but it's a benchmark example laid by your good self. You have transformed to a person available for help on call to those poor inmates. In the banner of ISAR, you have taken initiative for the painting exhibition, which was a great success. The fund raised from the exhibition has been a great help to those inmates of rehabilitation center. Thank you, Ritu ma'am. God bless you. We are certain Singapore is fortunate to have one of the most vibrant diplomat and his family to take care of their concerns and lead them to more lights. I am sure, His Excellency, you are going to miss the rush and most vibrant community activities which you experienced in Qatar. Also believe you would miss one of the noble initiative of the embassy, the open house in Singapore. His Excellency and Ritu ma'am, ICBF wish you and your wonderful family a safe and beautiful journey ahead. Jai Hind, Jai Qatar. Thank you.
Yeah. Respected Your Excellency Sri P. Kumaranji, Madam Ritu Kumaranji, Presidents of Apex bodies, community leaders and members. A very good evening to one and all. There is a saying in Malayalam, Piriyanam arangil nindudan sheriyai kali nirvan tattuvan. It's truth that we have to go off from the stage when the performance is perfectly over. We will not be able to stand there more. We all are aware of that. Still, we are with a heavy heart now. We, the Indian community in Qatar, is going to face a change from the special concern and care we receive from our own ambassador for last many years. It was indeed a privilege for me to work closely with His Excellency P. Kumaranji for around 4 years in different capacities, representing Indian community. That gave me the chance to know him from very close quarters and was able to witness how concerned was he for the matters related to Indian expats in Qatar, especially for the downtrodden section of people from our community. His Excellency was very actively involved in any cases of distress to our people to help them any point of time. Whether it is middle in the night or weekends, His Excellency would rush to his office to get things done, if necessary, in such cases. Normally, once the transfer announced, thereafter, people generally have the laid-back attitude. But in case of Kumaranji, he has shown extra vigor in getting things done for the community, even at the last minutes of his office in Qatar. An exemplary example of the same is how he led the community in this fight against COVID-19 situation in Qatar. As situation arose, His Excellency immediately took charge and formed a group where he led from the front of fight against all odds faced by our community. By getting people in distress, all assistance needed to different means, be it food, medicine, or any other assistance, as we had great number of people approached the community leaders for assistance. Immediately, help desk was opened to support the needy due to the visionary leadership of His Excellency P. Kumaran. Indian Cultural Center was privileged to work with His Excellency during the past years, where His Excellency provided all the support and guidance needed to Indian Cultural Center. ICC is honored to have the opportunity to organize the cultural shows and events during the last year that was celebrated as Indo-Qatar Year of Culture. With the support of associate organizations and Indian schools in Qatar. It was with your support, sir, and with your words of encouragement that we could conduct.
Mr. Varghese, then Mr. Rapai and Mr.
We
Samant.
could conduct a remarkable event
Yes, yes.
like Passage to India
Yeah, perfect.
by the huge participation of people all over Qatar.
Yes.
You have always been there with a helping hand in all the programs of Indian Cultural Center, like Wednesday programs, job portal, formation of different clubs, and many, many other programs. Let me take this opportunity to express our sincere gratitude on behalf of ICC Management Committee and members for the wonderful support Your Excellency has extended to ICC and all of Indian community for the past 4 years. We, the community in Qatar, will remember your exemplary leadership and kind support long after you move out of Qatar. And we continue to be indebted to you, sir. May God bless you and family abundantly in all your future endeavors. We wish you all the best of luck, success, and happiness on the next stage of your journey. Once again, thank you, His Excellency P. Kumaranji, and full support our Madam Ritu Kumaranji. Once again, thank you all.
His Excellency Shri P. Kumran, Ambassador of India to Qatar, and Madam Ritu Kumran, Honorable President and Managing Committee members, Chairman and Advisory Council members, Presidents and members of all associated organizations of ICC, ICBF, IBPC, and ISC. On behalf of Indian Business and Professionals Council, its members, and the dynamic Indian community in Qatar, we wish His Excellency Shri P. Kumran heartiest congratulations on his appointment as the next Ambassador of India to Republic of Singapore. We believe it is a very important and prestigious posting, as bilateral relations between India and Singapore have traditionally been very strong and friendly. With the two nations enjoying extensive cultural and commercial ties, we all know Singapore is one of the fastest growing economies in the world, and who better than our Excellency can take these relationships of two friendly relations to greater heights. India has a long history of friendship with Qatar, marked by commercial ties and people-to-people contact. It is commendable to note that during His Excellency's tenure, we witnessed a growing synergy in hydrocarbon and other sectors. Most recently, a number of steps have been taken to further strengthen and expand bilateral relationships. This includes exchange of high-level visits, cooperation in institutions, and political consultations. Your Excellency, India and Qatar bilateral relationships have benefited from your extensive experience and illustrious career. The trade figures have hugely jumped during your tenure, and now the trade relation between India and Qatar stands at $12.3 billion, and we congratulate you for that. IBPC has gained a lot during your tenure. We are proud that because of your efforts and support, IBPC is well placed in Qatar and is one of the largest business and professionals council. Your vision and guidance has given new dimension, and one of the best achievements of IBPC was that in its landmark 20th year, it is because of your efforts and strong vision that IBPC now has its own 5-star office along with ICBF and ISC in the newly inaugurated by your auspicious hands Integrated Indian Community Center. I also take this opportunity to thank Madam Ritu Kumran for her unconditional support to IBPC Women's Wing. She was always present to encourage the Indian entrepreneurs and professional women. IBPC strongly believes that your legacy, which you are leaving behind, will inspire us to march forward towards our goal and will also help us to further enhance the relationship between the Embassy of India and the Indian community. On behalf of IBPC, I thank you from the core of our hearts. Parting and saying goodbye has always been difficult for me, but I quote Mahatma Gandhi, "There are no goodbyes for us. Wherever you will go, you will always be in our hearts." On behalf of the Indian community in Qatar, I wish you, Madam, and the family good health, prosperity, and we wish you load of success and laurels to your name. At such a young age, you make India proud of your achievements. And I would like to summarize this with a couplet in Urdu. जिंदगी की असली उड़ान अभी बाकी है, जिंदगी का असली इम्तिहान अभी बाकी है, अभी तो नापी है मुट्ठी भर जमी आपने, आगे सारा आसमान बाकी है. I take this opportunity to thank my colleagues, ICBF President Mr. Babu Rajan, ICC President Mr. Manikantan, ISC President Mr. Hassan Chogle, the entire MC of all 4 Apex bodies, and a special thank you to Master of Ceremonies, Ms. Anu Sharma, and the famous online news portal, Qatar Stories. They have been instrumental in preparing a special video presentation for His Excellency. I also thank Mr. Avinash Gaikwad, General Secretary of ICBF, who handled smoothly today's IT part of today's event. Lastly, but not the least, I would like to thank, on behalf of all the stranded Indians in Qatar, His Excellency, for the enormous effort made by himself and the Embassy of India to send all the distressed people back to India. The Vande Bharat mission is a grand success. Sir, from core of our hearts and on behalf of all the workers in Qatar, we thank you for your good wish, for your goodwill, and for all the tireless efforts what you have taken. I would just like to end with saying Vande Bharat, Jai Hind, and Jai Qatar. Thank you very much.
Excellency, Sir P. Kumaran, Rituji, good evening, everyone. There's a very famous English idiom, one man's loss is another man's gain. With his excellent IIT background, His Excellency might have landed in one of the international companies like IBM or NASA or Google or somewhere. That loss was the gain of the diplomatic service of India, and a people's ambassador was born. Of all the apex bodies and its affiliate organization, ICBF and Indian Doctors Club and their medical camps were the closest to his heart. He has never missed even one medical camp. Finally, he gave an apt definition to ICBF. ICBF is the conscience of the Indian community. We hope that we have lived up to your aspiration. Personally, for me, it was a great journey with you, sir. Our regular yearly visit on Eid days to rulers, ministers, and the dignitaries of the Qatar, attending many Qatari marriages, sharing the sorrow of the occasion of the sad demise of our fellow Qatari citizens, and so on. And you are the only one Indian ambassador who presented a full-length Republic Day speech in Arabic, well appreciated by the host country. No wonder they bestowed you with a great award, the Al-Wajba decoration by His Highness. There was always a solution from you for any community issues we discussed, be it in the inclusion of business online and visiting visa people in the Hathras app, solution to the Chief Minister of Kerala to accept Green Color Code or Hathras app instead of COVID testing, getting the permission from MOPH to do PCR testing for the departing passengers, and last minute clearances of air ambulances, chartered flights, and so many of them, so on. Actually, we have to just say one word to you. Thank you very much for everything. We are proud of you. We enjoyed the lovely company of his wife, Rituji, and your smart children, Aditya and Mayank. My wife, Tangam, always remember you in the cancer wards, the work you have done, and she said she will miss you. We all will miss you. But we're looking forward to see you again in 2022 for the FIFA football games. We wish you a pleasant stay in Singapore and sincerely wish you to see you in the helm of affairs on MEA one day. God bless you. Jai Hind.
Your Excellency and Ambassador and Madam Ambassador and all my friends on the screen, it is a moment of mixed feeling. At one side that we are sad that you are leaving us, and at the same time we are happy that you were with us for the last 3.5 years at serving the Indian community. Right from the beginning, you are very active and you are very passionate and an honest diplomat, doing very good things for the community, right from the participation in the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, from creating a new apex body for the sports, and leading from the front to have one of first Indo-Qatar business conference. And if you name it like this, there are a lot. I will not take much time. On behalf of ICC Advisory Council and today in this meeting hall, I take this opportunity to thank you for all what you have done to the community and wish you very best to you and your family in your future assignments. Thank you.
Dear Excellency Ambassador and Mrs. Ritu Kumaran, community leaders, friends, good evening to all of you. Today we are all here to say goodbye to our Excellency Ambassador. Well, our ambassador is remained the whole 4 years in single words to say that he was everyone's ambassador, people's ambassador, no doubt about it. What I noticed that he most of the time come down to the field from his office, met, listened, involved, solved most of the people's concerns and problems, whichever the manner a human being possible. He given comfort to many of the distressed people that I know personally. I found out that differentiates him from others. No doubt, his name is engraved in the heart of every Indian in this country. We definitely wish him and his family every success in his future tenure. Also, we wish one day we see him as the Foreign Secretary of India and maybe beyond that. Thank you, sir, for everything you have done for us. We are very proud of you. Jai Hind.
Good evening, everyone here. His Excellency Kumaran and Ritu ma'am, and all dignitaries here. I appreciate I got the opportunity to speak something. And my friend, Mr. Azim Abbas, guided me not to speak much, just 2 minutes and finish it.
Yes.
So I'm trying in short. I don't want to talk much. Just I would like to express my feelings as referred to all Raj Babu, Babu Raj, Hassan Chowgule, Azim Bhai. Okay, I heard every word, and I'm very happy that in all dimensions, our Kumaran Saab has done excellent job on behalf of our government, and we are really proud of him in terms of every dimensions, you can say. As I'm in the sports, and I love sports, still I'm 66, still I play. So I saw playing three or four matches between Ambassador 11 and Community 11, and we enjoy. He got spirit of winning, and he's a very good sportsman. But apart of this, I can say he's an excellent human being, excellent ambassador. And I'm here since 45 years. I have been seeing, and I have been with ambassadors. So of course, everyone was good, but Kumaran Saab, I can say he is an excellent human being and excellent performer. And we are proud of him, and I can pray for his prosperity and more progressive life in Singapore. And that's all. God bless you and your family, Kumaran Saab. Thank you.
My dear fellow Indians, it's my pleasure and privilege to be integral part of this farewell celebration of our Ambassador, His Excellency Mr. P. Kumaran. A diplomat with a difference, a diplomat of par excellence, a fine accomplishment during his tenure in bilateral terms. The Prime Minister of Qatar's visit to India, the ministerial delegation and the visits of Foreign Minister as well as Oil and Gas Minister from India, and other ministerial visits have been well accomplished. Year of Culture was well celebrated. Diversity and oneness of classic Indian culture was showcased very well. An extraordinary outcome. We also seen his personal touch. He is humble, determined, positive, and highly productive in integrating our working groups and ensuring we are all actioning as a committed Indians in this foreign land. His energy and enthusiasm which he showcased during this Pravasi Bharati days have been outstanding. I wish him all success in his future endeavors. Ritu Kumaran and Mr. Kumaran and the children will be missed, but we will continue to associate with him. Wherever he is, whichever part of the world he is going to be, we will stay in touch. May God bless him.
The presidents of the 4 apex bodies, senior community leaders, and I'm truly overwhelmed to see that there are about 20 screens full of members of the Indian community. I first thought there are only 20 people, and I could already see on the first screen more than 20. So I was a little confused about what is that 1 out of 20. And it shows me there are about 500 people online right now.
Yes, sir.
But let me come back to our main theme, which is our stay here. I can't believe that it's already about 3 years and 9 months since we came here. Our very first reception held by the community organizations. There were only 3 at that time. The memories are very vivid. My wife still talks about how exciting it was, all the new energy that was flowing in the community when we first came in. it's overwhelming to see the kind of support you all have shown us today and during the course of our stay here throughout. I'm not sure I've measured up to everybody's expectations, but my principle has always been to work for the largest good of the largest number of people. It's obviously not possible to satisfy everybody. Our aim, our hope is to try and satisfy everyone, but it doesn't always work out. My apologies to those whose expectations I have not been able to meet. But hopefully my successor will be able to carry forward whatever work we've been able to do over the last 3.5, 4 years. There are so many good things that have happened to the community during my stay here. I've been fortunate to participate in those good developments for the community and in some ways contribute to it. I was just mentioning that there were only 3 apex bodies when I came in. There are now 4. I'm very happy to work with those who piloted this initiative, particularly the initial team of the ISC. And we were happy to bring the exercise to fruition. And today, the ISC has a permanent infrastructure as a part of the IICC. And although we have been temporarily slowed down by the difficulties caused by the COVID crisis, I'm sure that it will bounce back to greater strength than before, and its activities will grow from strength to strength. I'm also very happy that the ICBF, my favorite apex body, and I have no hesitation in saying that because it takes care of the weaker sections of our society, has grown really, manyfold since the time we started out strengthening it about 2-3 years ago almost, starting with a small office at the embassy, giving it greater financial strength by setting up consular assistance centers at the embassy, running a canteen, etc., all the way to taking it to a place where eventually they became a core member of the IICC with the kind of strength that they showed and the capacity to deliver that we saw during the COVID crisis in terms of supplying food, essential medicines to a large number of people. I think probably 20 to 30,000 people benefited from this. And I'm very, very happy to have been a part of that exercise and support the ICBF in every way possible to meet the needs of as many people as possible. ICC, we saw the high point of our cultural links with Qatar, 2019. It seems so far in our memories. I know these last 6 months have worn us down so much as a result of all the stress caused by the COVID-19 crisis, that 2019 and all the pleasant memories that it generates seem really long ago. But we have been able to capture all those good times and produce a booklet that will preserve for eternity all the activities that we went through. We also have a PDF version of that, which I have circulated for as many people as possible to preserve those memories. We are hoping to have a video summary of the Year of Culture. Hopefully, if that works out, we'll have another thing to preserve our memories about that event. IBPC, Azim Bhai and Mr. K.M. Varghese, his predecessor, we have been able to really expand the coverage and the scope of IBPC in a way that it has been able to contribute much more substantively over the last 3 to 4 years. Full marks to both the teams of IBPC over the last 4 years. They have really worked very hard in a way that synergizes very efficiently the efforts of the embassy and the community to promote our overall economic and trade interests. We've had many delegations that have come over the last 3-4 years. We've organized many trade promotion events in such a way that our bilateral trade has touched record highs. The size of our community has touched record highs. In fact, His Highness the Emir mentioned this during my farewell call on him. He noted that in 2019, the numbers of our community had indeed touched record highs. To which I said, Your Highness, a lot of our people are going back to India as a result of this COVID-19 crisis. And I'm sure in a couple of months, a lot of them will want to come back. I hope you will have no hesitation in taking them back. And he said, no, absolutely not. You are indeed a community whose contributions to Qatar's growth we value a lot. And therefore, we'll be very happy to take them back whenever they want to come. So that is the kind of reputation you all have established in this country. Congratulations to all of you, especially the community leaders who stayed here for a long time and have contributed to this strong reputation in this country. Apart from that, we've had many landmark moments during the course of our stay here. I was hoping that we will at least start work on a new embassy building. Unfortunately, that has not materialized till now. I will leave that job to my capable successor. Hopefully, before his term finishes, we will have a new embassy building. And I'm also happy that we've had many affiliate organizations that have come into the 4 Apex body structure. I'm also happy that we were able to reorganize the affiliation process and the affiliation structure so that we distribute organizations within the community on the basis of their core responsibilities. Finally, a couple of points more. Some of the most satisfying moments during my stay here were the medical camps we conducted, the ICBF, the kind of awards we gave to large-hearted contributors to the efforts of the ICBF, and also the new success thanks to Hassan Bhai and also a partner that we discovered during the course of our efforts to start an Indian university here, Mr. Ali Abdul Latif Al Misnad. So thanks to Hassan Bhai for all his efforts in making this happen. We were hoping that we will have some kind of a foundation laying ceremony at least before my departure, but the COVID crisis put paid to that. Hopefully it will happen in the next few months once the situation permits it. But it will be indeed a proud moment for us to see a Indian university working in Qatar, and I'm sure it will open the door to many more Indian education institutes, which will further build our country's reputation here and our community's reputation, in addition to opening up chances for our youngsters to study here and to continue their careers here. So overall, for the last few months, we've been completely occupied by repatriation-related work. My wife complains that I wake up in the middle of the night, getting worried about planes that may get cancelled. After that second flight to Thiruvananthapuram that got cancelled, it became a bit of a nightmare for me to make sure that no more flights got cancelled. But overall, we are happy that we have been able to till now transport to India about 30,000 Indian nationals to various parts of India. We still have 80,000 registrations, but it is slowing down now, the momentum of people who want to go back to India. I see two reasons for that. One, the return of more economic activity here. Some people probably see that the number of cases here are dropping. It's probably safer here as of now, while the cases in India are increasing. They're probably in wait and watch mode to see how the situation really develops on both sides. Again, just a couple of points I want to conclude with. I need to really move for my next meeting. It is with Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim, and I can't afford to be late for that meeting. Just 2 points, if you allow me. One is, ours is a large community. It's a diverse community. In many ways, it mirrors the diversity and the pluralism in our country. It is important for us to maintain our unity here. That is what gives us strength. I want you all to work through your differences. Debate is good, but in a civilized manner. There are differences in any large community. It is natural, but it is important for us to find civilized ways of, working through those differences, finding ways to identify common interests, and ensuring that our overall community interests are protected. Finally, we are still in the middle of this corona crisis. Just because we are in phase 2 now, and by August and September, phase 3 and phase 4 happen, it doesn't mean that the world has become any safer. It just means that the economic damage caused as a result of the lockdowns and the slowdown in the economic activity is unbearable for the administrators and the rulers in any country. As a result, there is a compulsion and there is pressure on governments to open up the economy, not because it has become safer. The idea is to try and continue to work through the difficulties caused by the coronavirus crisis with the necessary precautions. So I would urge you all to, as you go about your business when the economy opens up, continue to observe these precautions. Take care of yourself, take care of your families. Make sure that you do not let your guard down for several more months. I think the only real solution will happen when a vaccine is found or a cure is found or both are found. Until then, it is very important to be careful even as you work. So thank you all once again. It's been really, really overwhelming for me and my wife Ritu to get the kind of support, the kind of warmth that we have got over the last 4 years from all of you. God bless. Take care, all of you. And we hope to see you again either in Singapore, if you happen to come that side, or at the next Pravasi Bharatiya Divas, hopefully some destination in India where I'll be leading a different team. But I will still be very happy to see my old team at the Pravasi Bharatiya Divas. In addition, we may be visiting Qatar for the 2022 World Cup, and we would look forward to meeting as many of you as possible at that time. Thank you once again. Namaskar, Jai Hind and Jai Qatar.
To all of you, all the Apex body, community leaders, and everyone who's here to say goodbye to us. Thank you for giving us the opportunity. It's sad that we have to leave like this without meeting all of you. But I must say Doha has been a very special hosting for us. It's special because there is the overwhelming love and affection that we've received from all of you. The collective energy and the enthusiasm of all of you to advance and promote the welfare of everyone is commendable. We are very proud of how magnanimous and dynamic all of you are. I've not seen anywhere in the past postings of the generosity of participation and the contribution of the community lead members. Please continue to do all the good work that you are already doing. We wish you all the best and thank you for all the love. Thank you so much.